Listen up, says my teacher. In front of the class, he says if you're not a believer, I've views, that's on you. Better shape up and pay your dues. Of my views, that's on you. I'll be on a flight soon to Vienna singing, ooh. Gotta know all this propaganda, how do you do? Better get away my own medicine for you. Never gonna make them think I'll stand there. For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. And I don't know let loose, don't mind if I do. For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. And I don't know let loose, don't mind if I do. Free as the wind and as strong as a piece of amber. Give me a breath like the fire you'll soon remember. Ooh. I'll be on the fleet soon to the end. I'm singing, ooh. Gotta know all this propaganda, how do you do? For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. And I don't know let loose, don't mind if I do. For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge. And I don't know let loose, don't mind if I do.
I've been in and out my mind since I hit your phone. I've been counting up the times that I did you wrong. I just want you by my side when I get real gone. Feel it's been a little while since we got along, yeah. We've been playing stupid games, the situation rotates. And they say communication, safe relations, okay. Medicated how I'm patient, wasting time ain't the way. Cause I can see it on your face. I've been tossing, turning, staying up all night long. I've been calling, yearning, wondering what I did wrong. I could tell by your eyes you got something to hide. So open your mind up, let me inside, and let's make it right. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I'm only picking up what you're putting down. You'll be tripping, I don't know what about. So what's the problem right now? Okay, now hold up. Let me get something right off my chest. I've been meaning to read into it, time to put it to rest. Is it stress? Is it that I ain't answer your text? Don't you treat it like amnesia, you know I always forget. Stirring the pot real hot, watch how the plot thickens. Around the clock, tick tock, need more than 20 seconds to get your attention before it's on to the next thing. And I'm over here again wondering, can I hold ya, hear your truth, pull you closer, talk it through?
Girl, you know that I'm the one that you can come and complain to. Your silhouette's amazing, but your brain is a maze too.
So can you help me find my way while I find something to say?
I know the arguing I can see it on your face.
I've been tossing, turning, staying up all night long. I've been calling, yearning, wondering what I did wrong. I could tell by your eyes you got something to hide. So open your mind up, let me inside, and let's make it right. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? 'Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I'm only picking up what you're putting down. You'll be tripping, I don't know what about. So what's the problem right now?
Everything you want, but you can't have. Number one regret, no takebacks. The hole in your chest, that's payback. Payback, yeah, you better take that. You could call me selfish, you critical, I could take the blame. Just like I could take a match and send it up in flames. Don't say I didn't want that. This might hurt, but that's just karma. Better take that. Call it payback. Don't say I didn't want ya. Stay mad, I know you wanna. This might hurt, but that's just karma.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are now live with the first game of Swiss stage here in the Blastar 6 Major Qualifiers for Stage 2 to the Montreal Major. It feels like with each passing day, the titles of these streams are getting even more and more of a mouthful. Today, we are in for hopefully what will be a banger of a best of 3 series. It's going to be between ITB Academy and Toxic Monkeys Esports. So, how Swiss stage works, if you don't know, you need to play. You need to win 3 games, you qualify through to the next stage of the competition. You lose 2 games before you win 3, and you're eliminated from the competition. It's a bit complicated. Best thing I would recommend to do is go to ! bracket. You can view sort of the Swiss stage, a bit more of how it works as well. The faith here, you can already see in chat for Toxic Monkeys, isn't quite the best. Now, of course, one thing when you're going into these qualifiers is, and you head in Swiss stage, the first matches are seeded based off of performance in the first 3 Open Qualifiers. ITB Academy are our 3rd seed from the Open Qualifiers, meaning that they get to play against the 14th seed, in which this case it's Toxic Monkeys. So, obviously, ITB Academy, they're going to be going into this as the stronger looking team. Definitely higher up in the series, definitely had the better performance in the Open Qualifiers. However, as we know, Siege is a game where anything can happen. So, we'll see how things pan out. For now, map operator bands continue to flood in as we just get ready for our final one here. There's players chatting back and forth in the lobby. I've got a feeling we're in for a good one tonight. This is the only game tonight, mind you, and a Cade taken off the board as well. So, there you go. So, operator bands are locked in now. And as I fiddle around with this lovely contraption known as an iPad, we're going to be getting into the first round here. It's ITB Academy going to be starting on a defense. They're going to be starting down in towards the basement. In towards the basement site here in the clubhouse. We'll see how that pans out for them. For now, it's a fairly standard looking lineup. Scopos being brought, an operator I love to see. See, there's a bit sort of mixed effects in Pro League, so we'll see how well she can fare here in Open Qualifiers. Of course, the rest of the lineup looking fairly standard for ITB Academy. Nothing too crazy being bought. Kaid ban, definitely going to impact how these hatches on the first floor here reinforce. Of course, the kitchen hatch, the bar hatch, and moto hatch. Strong points of contention for the defensive team. Places they're going to need to hold and need to make sure don't get open until further on in the round. Of course, Kaid being taken off the table is going to make getting those hatches open a hell of a lot easier for the attacking team. But they're not going to need to bring so much dedicated hard breach, which you can see here. Why? As it stands, Ivana's likely to only be the dedicated hard breach operator, where Profit over there on the Grim likely to be bringing secondary hard breach. We'll see how things fare out now for Toxic Monkeys as they move in here. Clubhouse. First round here. So as you can see, top right as well, one thing I do want to bring attention to is this is a best of 3 series. You will need to win 2 maps of the 3 to win through in this matchup. First map's Clubhouse, picked by Toxic Monkeys, following by ITB Academy's pick of Consulate, and then a decider of Chalet. So a nice lineup of classical sort of maps that have been here a while for this one as well. Toxic Monkeys getting drones in the building, starting to assess the defense. Likely it's going to be Raiden and Akari playing this top floor position. They're going to be first point of contact, need to be cleared out, of course. Of course, with the Scopus, you can effectively play 2 positions at once if you play it smart. Now, Rorik, he sees the footsteps of one outside. There's a drone right back onto him. So, players of ITB Academy, you know, and there you go. It's going to be Sabu, swings in from bathroom, grabs Rorik, gets the opening pick for this series. Still got 2 players on the top floor here for ITB Academy. Expecting it. Cameron Hive's going to be going upstairs, trying to spot out this Scopus. You've still got 2 players, of course. You've got Raiden and Akari's in gym. Not too heavily contested at the minute. And well, Nix, he's going to be able to drop Raiden. So it's just Akari left on this top floor. He's got a choice. He can either try and stay, get some exit frags, and that's what he's going to do. But he's going to fall to Shugi. And well, 2 versus 5. Not the best start for ITB Academy. It's going to be Zodiac. He's able to get upstairs and get one. Denied a hard breach on the stock hatch. Harv's having a bit of a battle of his own downstairs. Sabu takes a bit of damage in the process, but for now, Toxic Monkeys remain in the driving seat of this round. Just under half of it left to go. Well, elsewhere, Zodiac with a double kill for himself. He's managed to get himself back upstairs. C4's going to go, not likely to be able to connect to anything, and well, likely to be a rotate back down to the basement. Next upstairs, going to be making sure there's no one slipped back upstairs. May head into gym to try and get those cameras out. Meanwhile, downstairs, you've got 2 players downstairs. Flashbang. Pyro flashes himself and his teammate. And well, a bit of a misfired Ash charge. And all of a sudden, ITB Academy, well, they're falling. They're left 1 versus 3. It's just going to be Zodiac. Gets one. Just slightly misses the kill there onto Sabu. Now, position is known and likely. Toxic Monkeys just can't give him a 2 versus 1. Players likely also to get revived from Toxic Monkeys. There you go. Sabu's up. Now it's 1 versus 3 for Zodiac. He's going to have to make something big happen here. Rectify through the wall to absolutely no success. Control over Bar. Bar is taken, and well, Diffuser's going to be going down. And there we go. Just as that says, Sabu pushes Toxic Monkeys over the line. First round on the board. And well, that was a good one there from Toxic Monkeys. I mean, ITB Academy, if you ask me there, those early engagements there were the problem. They lost too many players very, very early on there. Whether it was perhaps an attempt from ITB Academy to try and get a bit of a mental game going, or just try and have a very dominant, very aggressive first round. It's something we see teams like to do sometimes here in Siege. They'll try and start off with a very, very out there first round. They'll try and start off with something a bit crazier, just to see if they can make anything crazy happen to the opponents and scare them off slightly. Now, ITB Academy, they're not going to be re-attempting that basement objective. Instead, they're going to be rotating their way up to the top floor. Cache CCTV is going to be the point of focus for our second round. And well, and obviously, a question of, well, and Clubhouse, I think, is a good place to start. Good best of 3. It's a bread and butter map, as I like to call it now. It's a classic map. Everyone knows how to play it. So, by this point, with the way the map pool lies at this minute, it's going to be one of these positions where it will be a good place to measure. But ITB Academy, well, we've seen it before from them. They like to play these aggressive early rounds. They're continuing that trend. Rorik on a spawn peak here with the Scopus, not quite able to find much success from it. Instead, going to be retreating back off the rafters. I'm going to be playing the Scopus on the rafters position. It seems normally having a Zami up here, but this time round, Scopus is going to be seeming to be the one to be brought. Not sure where that second shell is, though. Maverick's starting to make it work here on the CCTV wall. Jugi taking a little bit of damage in the process. Mirror window is going to be popped, and it's going to be difficult to get this one open here for Toxic Monkeys. They've not got a Thatcher on the board, but it may be slightly difficult to get this one open, and well, where's going to be going at? It's the player up here in bathroom. It's going to be Zodiac. He's stuck in a bit of a rock and hard place here. Drone's going to be giving his position away, and he's going to run straight into the line of sight of Prophet, who drops him. Second consecutive opening pick for Toxic Monkeys. It's actually going to be Rorik, who's come out here to get one. Does get able to get one, but immediately traded back. But it's Akari. Keeps things level for ITB Academy. 3 versus 3 now. Much more aggressive round than we're used to seeing here on Clubhouse. A bit of a swing out from Akari there. Just takes a bit of damage in the process. Exothermic's finally going to be able to get onto the main breach. Get it wide open for the attacking team. Minute 20 of the round burnt, and well, This one could still be either side's game here. Active just need to be concerned about these players further off in the map. You have Raiden playing downstairs, who could definitely be problematic from the side of ITB. For now, smoke's going to be going in, and, well, is it going to be an attempt at a plant? Possibly not. C4 is burnt, so they're likely to know that there is an additional one in pocket. You're going to hear it from ITB Academy, but no, it's not able to find anything. Running through the smoke there. A scrappy one on the red stairs. Akari gets a double kill. Traded back, and now suddenly we're left 1 versus 1. Pyro and Raiden. Of course, Pyro on a sliver of HP. Raiden able to play off the back of this Scopo shield. Not only gives him some bulletproof cover, but also allows him to see directly through it. They know where each other are at this point. 50 seconds left for Raiden to burn. Pyro, sure, 18 HP. But you've got an assault rifle. This could be anyone's here. They're going to sit a bit of a stalemate, they know. Raiden knows about the vaulting, but Pyro's going to be able to pull it off safely. Likely a bit of a bait on the plant. But Raiden, C4 was burnt earlier in the round. Not quite going to be able to use that in this situation. But the Vector, it fires fast. And as I said, all it takes is 1 bullet from that. And just like that, ITB Academy pushed themselves over the line on Cash CCTV. Get themselves 1 on the board. And, well, things are looking fairly even over here on Clubhouse. Move into round 3. It's going to be another... Seems like we're going to be giving the basement another shot from ITB. See whether they're able to... get anything cooking down on the basement. Of course, it didn't go so well last time. However, second time's the charm, I suppose. They're going to be giving it another go. But from the side of Toxic Monkey as well. They're likely going to change operator lineup here. I don't know if there's enough hard reach on the board to be able to deal with this basement site. I've got a feeling they may be thinking ITBA could be going elsewhere. But for now... pretty much the same setup as we saw before from ITB Academy. Nothing crazy, nothing different. And I don't think there needs to be anything too crazy or too different from ITBA. The initial attempt at this site, it was a fairly good attempt in concept, I think. It was a very standard hold of basement here on Clubhouse. However, it was just this case of they lost too many early engagements, and that's something that can be easily rectified. Don't need a timeout to call that one. Of course, I believe it's Akari is the IGL of this roster, so he will likely have said, we just need to play it a bit slower, a bit easier. And yeah, there you go, as I said. Full roster swap up going to be coming in from Toxic Monkeys. No blitz, unfortunately, just yet in the round, but for now, well, we'll see how things fare on round 3. Raiden leaves an idle shell upstairs, but 1's still in the basement. This is a good way to play Scopus, because Toxic Monkeys, for whatever reason, decide to play really, really aggressive and just go straight for that basement this round. You can just swap downstairs, and you're immediately back contesting that bottom floor. Zodiac here. Tucked in hell as the players of Toxic Monkeys look to start to make some work on Garage. At first, it's likely going to be this player up on the top floor, and this is Raiden, as I said. Do they know? Construction breach is going to be getting opened by the can opener. And Profit there. Ball's wide open and well. Jugi's made his way into dirt, able to do a bit of damage onto Raiden's basement shell. As the top floor is currently left uncontested by TB. Everyone's for the most part falling back to site now, bar Rorik. Just hiding in the bathroom, looking to see if he can make anything happen here towards kitchen. Drone is going to be able to find his positions, so Toxic Monkeys will know about it. And well, I think Pyro's up here still chasing the top floor player, and this is the beauty of the Scopos. If they don't realise it is the Scopos on that top floor, you can engage and then immediately fall back. And likely the attackers are still going to be thinking there's a player left upstairs. Unless they did get that. No, they haven't got the... I haven't seen the shell. Oh no, they did get the shell. So there you go. So Raiden was able to successfully get away with his life there. Did not notice that one, but that's the beauty of the Scopos as well. Raiden was able to successfully get away with his life. Still playing this round. Didn't burn too much time there, but I don't reckon it'll be too bad. We're likely to see a bit of a traditional execute coming here. Time's going to be pushing towards the end of the round. Final logic bomb's going to be going in. Well, it's going to be Profit. Walks straight into the line of sight of Vector. Immediately traded back by Sabu. Sabu's been blinded by a friendly flashbang, and suddenly he drops. Pyro falls in as well, but is also dropped from a flank on the vertical. It's actually going to be Rorik, and suddenly Nyx left tucked here on the stairs, trying to deal with this flanking player. He's going to know Rorik's in stock. Will he win the gunfight? Rorik's caught looking the wrong way, but it's a beautiful little flick from Rorik to be able to close it out for ITB Academy. And well, Toxic Monkeys, it started to look good for them there. It was really, really looking good. And as Raiden said, there was plenty of flashes there from the side of Toxic Monkeys, but between a few friendly flashes as well as some lost gunfights and that unchecked flank player, ITB Academy move away the victors of that round and get themselves the lead. And well, heading to full rotation now. Bedroom Gym is going to be tertiary site of choice for ITB before they can next round where they'll be able to rotate back down to Cash CCTV. So, Bed here. Scopus seems to be becoming a staple in their lineup. Every single round so far, ITB Academy have brought a Scopus along. So, we're sure you've heard all about it. And this is what we saw teased in the operator lineup of last round before obviously Toxic Monkey realised it was the basement site again and changed their lineup. They're going to be bringing the Blitz this time. Going to be bringing the Blitz, going to be bringing the Nook. Something kind of interesting. We'll see how that one pans out for Toxic Monkeys and well. Site setup continues and well, the attackers, here they go into the building. Got a feeling we're going to be seeing a bit of a fast one. What may be the strategy here from Toxic Monkeys is they're going to be sending the Blitz in to cause a lot of chaos, draw the eyes and attention of ITB. And then you're going to use that newly buffed Nook to lurk him from behind and sort of backstab the players of ITB Academy. Going to be starting off in rafters with this Blitz push. You can see there the outline. Prophet's going to be getting the CCTV wall open, supported by the back of Sabu. Here comes Shugi. Here comes the Blitz. It's going to be Zodiac and Akari, and well, Ryden's first one to fall elsewhere on the map, and suddenly it's a bit of a brawl here. Nice long angle from Pyro here, cutting off the long lost defenders. Flashbang attempted to pull out there from Prophet, but not quite able to be successful. And well, ITB Academy, beautiful triple kill from Huava up here, going absolutely unchecked around Cash CCTV. Diffuser is cold. Pyro's just gotten his way into lobby, but 4 versus 1, it doesn't look particularly doable in this situation. Going to see the Scopus, not going to win the gunfight. Rorik's going to close it out. And ITB Academy, a truly dominant round from them there. Didn't really ever get started for Toxic Monkeys there. And ITB Academy, well, they walked away with it and they looked good doing so. Back up to Cash CCTV now for our penultimate round of the half. Seeing things that are very, very, very similar. Though one thing I'm liking is the confidence from ITB Academy. It's always been there. Don't get me wrong, ITB Academy, the one thing I love about watching this team is they always play with this level of confidence, regardless of whether they're 5-1 down or in an advantage in this case. They play with this same level of confidence. It's not, there's no reason for them to be scared at this point. Of course, it is Clubhouse. You know, you're probably looking for a bit of a 4-2 half on the defense. And ITB Academy are well on their way to achieving that goal. For Toxic Monkeys, well, first attack was quite successful. And following off, well, you saw the basement, second attempt at a basement. Got close to an execute, but an unchecked flank just let the round slip away at the last minute.
10 seconds to go.
So,
5 seconds left before
looks like we're trying a little bit different. Bravo being brought onto the board this time. It's likely to deal with those FNAT mines and probably that Scopus. That definitely has been causing a bit of grief so far. For the side of Toxic Monkeys. Oh, it's a spawn peek from Rorik. He is able to do a lot of damage onto Pyro. But it's not quite going to be able to confirm any kills just yet. There's 2 players playing down here. It could make something happen, but Rorik's going to think better of it. It decides to go away. Instead, hold on to his life for now. Ryden's still downstairs, though, looking to be problematic. And, well, that was a dangerous one. You almost lost your thermite. And something you do often see here is, mirror window drops. Not only is Pyro brought to a sliver of HP, but 1 exothermic is gone. You can actually see here, I completely forgot we can bring the operator cards back up now. The operator cards do this, so we can see how everyone is doing in the lobby, and well, Sabu gets another kill for himself, immediately traded back by Rorik, who so far is having a brilliant game, 6-2. And some really impactful kills thus far in this game, really is impressing. And playing a lot of Scopus as well. Gary and Ryden still chilling downstairs as Jones Toxic Monkeys continue going. Cameras are hacked. That's always a good start, but 4 versus 4. Main breach is still struggling. There is 1 exothermic in pocket. But is it going to be enough? Just triple checking all sides of this map. Toxic Monkeys making sure no one can backstab them. But look at this. She's still outside and it. Going to be pushing into construction now. Seems like that attempt on the main breach is going to be aborted, and instead you're going to be might do a bit more of a construction-sided push. Nick's hopping out the window, likely just to be watching the run out to make sure no one gets a bit cheeky and hops out of CCTV as the exothermic goes. There we go. Exothermic's open and well. It's a case of where the Toxic Monkeys push in from here. ITB Academy players are all over the place, and Rorik, he's still challenging. He's taking lots of gunfights. Fortunately, no more secondary shell in pocket. This is all he's got left, and he brings one more impact grenade to the board. And well, that could easily take out Pyro. He's 4 HP, not doing great. Player playing in hell, that's going to be riding. He's going to be spotted, and Shugi's likely to have the one to try and take the challenge. Instead, he's going to be opting to go off. Here's the player, knows where the player is. He's just deciding how he wants to take this angle, but it's going to be elsewhere. It's going to be Nyx popping in from lobby, takes down the player, and suddenly it's just 3 players left on site for ITB Academy, but time is dwindling away for Toxic Monkeys now. 25 seconds left on the clock. And suddenly, they're going to need to make something happen. Lance goals go. Akari expecting to push up red stairs, but no, not quite. And suddenly, it's going to be a bit of a scramble from Toxic Monkeys as the first one falls. It's going to be Shugi losing his life. Profit falls. Pyro's going to be hopping in, immediately blinded out. A double kill for Rorik. Traded back by Nyx. Double kill of his own. But forced to hop in with the SMG at 12. Face down a mirror window. Face down with the Vector and ITB Academy. Get themselves 5th round. Get themselves the 5th round on Clubhouse. That was looking good from ITV Academy there. Sure, it was a bit wobblier than the round that came before it, but it was good. Now, Toxic Monkeys, they're going to need to get the second one here if they want to stay competitive on Clubhouse and don't want to be going into the final round of this half severely disadvantaged. They need to get the round here. It's going to be basement, currently 1 for 1 on attempts. On the defense, 50% success rate for defenders thus far in this game. However, of course, it was last time it was a total lockout for ITBA. So we'll see how things pan out as we go further through. As I definitely remembered to put the tweet out. We definitely put the tweet out, folks. We always do remember to put these tweets out. Obviously, definitely. Well, early days. Early days still, we've got a whole best of 3 ahead of us and we're barely through the first half of the first bat. Site set up, objective set up, operate lineup, what we've expected to see so far from ITB Academy. Toxic Monkeys fairly similar, but yeah, keeping on this Brava pick now. That's one that's popped up sort of towards the latter end of this half. And well, we'll see to expect. So we take a look at stat line and the scoreboard here. So far, ITB Academy, well, Rorik, as I said, is absolutely going nuclear. 7 kills. Akari and Huava not slacking themselves 5 apiece. Look, Toxic Monkeys and, well, Nyx and Sabu are certainly doing decently in the kill department. However, the rest of the team haven't quite been able to break positive KDs just yet. They'll be looking to rectify that as they go on through this next round. But Rorik, he's ready to prepare for something aggressive, I feel. He's thinking about it. He's just waiting for the cue. Waiting for a sound cue, waiting for a call from one of his teammates. And then, well, this is an interaction from the Brava here, and suddenly Brava, as you can see there on the left, overheating the idle shell, and Rorik's not going to swap away from it, and then Nyx has taken down the idle shell with very, very little risk for himself, getting some brilliant utility out of these clutch drones. And well, I swear, Shugi's taking a bit of damage. I believe that was Rorik's run out, finally going for. Does he know about the player? Oh, Shugi narrowly misses it there. Sees the damage caused, but Rorik, he's fallen back off the site. And well, ITB Academy, they're all back in the basement now. Free reign of the map given for Toxic Monkeys, but I'm not sure if they're 100% aware of this just yet.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Here we go. X-Kyra is going to be placed onto the hatch. Moto is going to be placed wide open for the attacking team as well. Those clutch drones, they're going to start to make work on Kitchen. And suddenly, things are opening up more and more for Toxic Monkeys, but they're falling apart at the same time. Profit is able to get one back onto Rorik. He's finally shut down. Certainly being a bit of a nuisance on the Scopos in this defensive half. Well, here comes another kill from Toxic Monkeys. Pushing in, shooting in. Pyro's looking to get another as the Ram... those boogie drones continue to make work. Expecting a peek from Akari any second here. Mute Jammer, of course, is going to deny the effects of that Cow and Hive, meaning Kari can swing however he wants. And, well, Zodiac gets dropped. Akari's got to hold off the push on main stairs here. He's still got a C4 in pocket. Just got to get the right time to prime it. But a player is able to slip by, and actually Shugi's going to be getting the diffuser down. And if he knows about the one still main stairs, no, he does not. Diffuser's going to be down. It's going to be right and left 1 versus 4. Not going to happen. Toxic Monkeys get themselves the 4-2 half they needed. And a much better look at the basement defense there. Basement attack there, sorry. Toxic Monkeys. There was indeed a plant in that round. Sure, I believe it very went down in the dying seconds of that round. We very narrowly got a plant on. And well, it's going to be basement now for Toxic Monkeys. They're going to be giving the basement site a go. It seems to be a popular one thus far, of course. Definitely the primary site choice for ITB Academy. And also seemingly the primary site choice for Toxic Monkeys. However, very different operator lineup we're going to be seeing. Foregoing Goyo and the Scopos, and we're seeing a Castle, Legion, and a Solace bought instead. Different operator lineup there, certainly for Toxic Monkeys. And Solace, as I say, one we don't see too often after these nerfs, but she can certainly still have impacts on these rounds. ITB Academy, they're likely to know the site location now. Gonna be swapping off to the Rams, double hard breach lineup.
10 seconds remaining.
Easy for ITB, but Profit is the GOAT too.
5 seconds left.
Of course. Good afternoon, Blaney. Hope you are doing well.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Any teams you've got your eyes on for this qualifier? Obviously, besides the ever so slightly, definitely unbiased opinion about ITB Academy as well. Profit. Speak of the devil, he looks like he's ready to get something aggressive going here. Going to be hopping out. No one going to be quite out there, although Ryden is outside kitchen. We'll know there's a player nearby. He's going to opt to challenge, or is he just going to instead opt for the drone? Not going to immediately go for the push. Oh, and Profit's back outside the building again. Here's the one on the drone, but no, it's Zodiac. Outside by Strip. Able to catch the run out. Run out definitely punished there. I think the first one was called for. Second one maybe slightly over aggressive, but then it was that intel that you didn't have towards the one on the western side of the map. And oh, there's ITB Academy simultaneously. Who mind stuck in foot? Boogie drone seemingly also stuck at the bathroom wall. But ITB Academy have the opening pick now on this round. This is good for them. They can start to just work things as you'd expect for them to be working. C4's going to go up from Pyro, but it's just going to be pre-ripped and Ted. Not going to have... Not be pulled quite yet. Sabu. Does he know about the one? He sees the shadow. Very likely to know. And yeah, Rorik Nana unaware of the player pushing. And Sabu with a double. Suddenly, it's ITB Academy in the back foot for this round. Suddenly, they're the ones no longer in the driver's seat as... Well, Welcome to Vertical, still going to be going. Huaw's going to get the diffuser back up. All the players' Toxic Monkeys gone back down to the basement now. Reinforcements going to be sealed off, and they're just going to wait for the inevitable execute. They're just going to wait for the inevitable push. To shut things down here from ITB Academy. Minute left for the attack now. Hatches, RO. Kitchen hatch was open by the time the Hibana died. And so was the motor hatch. Stock hatch will be closed for the time being. And well, Kari's making his way down the stairs. There will be reinforced off. You're not going to have a mirror to challenge onto this time, which is certainly going to make things slightly easier for the attacking team. No hard breach left in pocket now. Reloading. Got a few flashbangs, a few frag grenades, and whatever that hammer from the sledge can bring. But 30 seconds left. They're going to know about the FNAT mine. It is going to get dropped, but Akari's going to have a few seconds where he's not going to be able to see anything. Seems like we're going to be seeing a drop here. There you go. Huava's into Moto. Bit of damage is taken. He's able to drop Sabu. Down but not out state as well. Akari's in sight. Human's going to have to pick out, but 15 seconds. Clock's pushing away now. It's a tough one between Zodiac and Akari. Akari knows about the one in dirt, but... No, he does. Yes, he does. He does know. But he's going to get dropped, and then Toxic Monkeys next to close it out. Well, Toxic Monkeys get away with a third round and the start of their defensive half. Certainly a bit of an all-over-the-place one there. Toxic Monkeys, of course, those two very, very aggressive run-outs earlier on in the round from Profit that were punished quite early on as well. Look at the scoreboard. Bedroom Gym going to be our secondary site of choice. Toxic Monkeys. ITB Academy. Well, the lead's narrowing.
Attackers need to locate and
Had the lead for the majority of the half, and well, slowly but surely over the last 2 rounds, Toxic Monkeys are reducing that lead. Currently just 1 round ahead now before the scoreboard's levelled. Fairly standard. Similar lineup to what we saw from ITB Academy from Toxic Monkeys. This time, of course, just opting to bring the Legion instead of the Scopos, who they have not opted to bring just yet. Whereas ITB Academy, they seem to quite like the Scopos, especially Rorik. Seem to have a lot of fun and, most importantly, get a lot of good use out of that operator. And well,
left before insertion.
here we are.
Attackers are
Round 8 on Clubhouse going to get in the way. No. Well, ITBA lads, of course, it will always be. ITBA lads, of course, this is, of course, the Swiss stage. One thing we're going to keep in mind as this round gets underway now. So there are 16 teams gone into this. I believe 5 of them qualify through the next stage of the competition. Profit was thinking about a bit of bandit trick in there. However, it's quite difficult to bandit trick against the blowtorch, unfortunately. So instead, he's going to opt to move away from it, leave the bandit batteries and instead. Go back downstairs and possibly be going for a run out. Does catch Rorik and well, likely just to run away here. Opening pick does go in the favour of Toxic Monkeys this time. ITB Academy, you lose Rorik on the Ash earlier on. Utilities continuing to be used here. Try and clear out these players in cash position. It's going to be Profit holding the angle. Burn more time. Just looking to burn time. Supported up from behind by Shugi. Waiting. Alva's managed to get his way into garage though. So far supporting his teammate Zodiac. Also quite deep in the building. Pushing up. Construction wall's going to get opened up. Well, things are levelled out here for the attackers now. Ari on the window. Looking to make something happen, right? Back out the building for now. Toxic Monkey's just looking to hold in sight, I reckon. You do have Shugi downstairs on the flank. No C4 in pocket. They opted to bring the deployable shield instead this time. As well. ITB Academy are looking for the next point, next possible opening for the next way they can progress their attack further. No one's behind the mattress, but not able to get the drone much further. Shots are going to go, but for the most part, Sabu's going to be safe. But the bathroom position is being contested now. Bravo's going to be able to get it open on the ace, and well, mirror windows ejected. Selma charges not denied actually. Able to continue working it through, so ITBA will definitely be able to use that one. Raiden gets a pick of his own up on Sabu, and well, traded back by Pyrox, and suddenly Toxic Monkeys get 2. Raiden bites back, so it's just even 2 versus 2 now. Shugi's on main says there's a mirror window still for ITBA to push against here. But they could probably quite easily get into Gym here. Bathroom's clear. Huava's been able to get his way into sight. The Fuser is round on the other side, though. And suddenly, it's this mirror window that's going to be a problem. But Huava's able to win the gunfight. The Fuser's going down, but they don't know where the flank was from. Shugi gives away his position and is able to win out the gunfight. Beautiful little 1v2 from him. And it's going to be Toxic Monkeys leveling things out here. 4 apiece as it stands on Clubhouse. And suddenly, from well, what started looking like not such a close game, it's now looking like it's going to be a close one. Things are tied up now. Scopos is finally being brought out by Toxic Monkeys. They had cash CCTV. Rather, opting for the Blackbeard. Not one we see all too often. But certainly can have his uses, Blackbeard. Nope, we're going to be swapping off it onto the Capital. Okay, no Blackbeard. Good. I'm glad we've not reached that level of we've not reached that level of the Lulu this early into the night. We're still in the first map here, folks. We've still got at least one more map of Siege coming this way tonight, and of course, another point. Regardless, if you're going to make your way all through the Swiss stage, you've got a long weekend of Siege ahead of you. You've got 5 rounds to play. Of course, you could be absolutely amazing and win 3 best of 3s. If you win all 3 best of 3s, you obviously do qualify through. But you could win them all flawlessly. You could just win them without too much challenge and and be through this in 3 best 3. That's still 6 maps at a minimum. But for the teams that are going to be pushing towards the further end of the bracket, struggling a bit, and they're going to be going to that, they're going to be getting further and further on. Of course, it's going to be a long weekend of Siege for them. 5 rounds possible. So theoretically, you could be playing a maximum of 15 rounds of Siege over the next 3 days. So it's quite a bit of Siege for the teams. And very little room for errors. Of course, Major. The Major's on the line. So far, ITB Academy going to be starting on some work on main breach. Bandit batteries dealt with. Able to get in easily. It's all dirty little pixel from Pyro. Really hope he can get a kill from that one. That looked beautiful. Beautiful was able to get away from it. Sabu. Caught downstairs position is droned out and known by the attacking team. The question is which member of ITBA is going to be the one swoop in and confirm the kill. Zodiac. Zodiac's on the drone. Rorik is on the hunt. And well, there was a second player. Forced to fall back right and looking, try and get some kills. And oh, War of the Pixels. But do they know about the second one that's crept in here? Do they know about Shugi here as well? Well, they don't need to know. Caught going for a run out. Riding gets a kill. Rorik gets another. And suddenly that bottom floor presence for Toxic Monkeys falls apart. ITB Academy find themselves 5 versus 3. Next, so he's swapping back upstairs now. Unfortunately, that beautiful little angle is going to be taken away there by the Scopos. Well, ITB Academy look primed and ready to make this execute happen. Here comes Ryden, sneaking past the mirror window. Maybe able to catch one on the top red. Drone's going to be going. Rook's watching for a flank. There's not going to be any flanking players below, so he can likely join his team's main assault. But almost caught there by Akari, but not quite. And well, ITB Academy, there's no more hard breach on the board, so they're not going to be able to get this rafters wall open. They're going to have to all hop in through the window. Smoke bolts are going to be going in, but do they know about the one tucked tight? Do they know that Pyro's tucked in tight? C4 is going to go, and it's going to be successful. A beautiful C4 from Pyro. Double kill from him, keeping his team tucked into this round. Still, though, disadvantage for Toxic Monkeys. ITB Academy. They have numbers advantage. They have a significant health advantage. Nyx, able to find one of his own, and debating whether swapping. But you do have, oh, and it's a beautiful double from Nyx, but he ain't going to need to swap. He can find 2. Pyro's going to close it out, and suddenly they just explode. Nyx and Pyro, the terrific duo. Swinging suddenly now it's, well, it's a flawless site rotation for Toxic Monkeys and ITB Academy. First time since the first round, they find themselves disadvantaged here. They find themselves on disadvantage here on Clubhouse. Toxic Monkeys, well, there's certainly been some close calls that last round especially, but for a tertiary site, that wasn't a bad hold on it. And of course, some miracle work from Nyx and Pyro, able to push it over the line. And what was a 2 versus 4? Wow. ITB Academy attacks aren't going to plan. Bit of a change up on pace from the last time. Deimos is going to be being brought out. And well, you can't even argue it's early rounds. It's the late rounds that have been the problem for ITB Academy. They've either been in the advantage or been able to keep things even going in towards the end of a lot of these rounds. However, as things get towards the end of it, that's when they start to fall off. That's when they then struggle to lose an engagement or two. Engagement or two slips the wrong way, and then suddenly it's Toxic Monkeys exploding, getting a series of kills for themselves. And well, that's how we found themselves in this situation, with themselves in the lead. ITB Academy yet to have a successful attack on Clubhouse. Oh, Pyro's playing a dangerous game. We saw him try this on the first round. A bit of a run out from this angle. I don't think he's going to quite make the same mistake of jumping out again. But do the players of ITBA know he's there? Definitely shot it. He's thinking about it. Not going to go for anything too outrageous just yet. Legion, that's going to be Sabu. Going to be the first one to be targeted by the Deimos Deathmark. However, for now, he's going to fall back off the site. There's plenty of players upstairs for Toxic Monkeys. No need for Jet and his Prophet still on this top floor. Not sure if Father knows. Elsewhere, going to be Zodiac to get a pick on Shugi. Opening pick goes ITB Academy's way. Do they know? That's top floor one. Prophet has opted to fall downstairs. Is likely to be challenged from 2 here, pushing out from Paul. Guava's going to be successful. Rorik, well, he's going to fall, unfortunately, to the internet rather than to player of Toxic Monkeys. 4 versus 3 now for ITB Academy. Wait to pause here to see how things go on. Well, work for the hatch is going to go. ITBA still in the driving seat for this round. Numbers advantage.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Lightly. Pause here. Here comes vertical work. How's we going? Nix is playing a bit of a dangerous game, bit of a dangerous angle. He's going to be droned out now, has to try and get away with his life. He's going to have to move past the hatch. Bit dangerous, but he seems like he's going to be able to get away with it just for now. Meanwhile, Sabu's on the flank. That's Ryden, no. Ryden gets off the drone now. Oh my god, they're back to back from each other, guys. Hello? Hello? No, he doesn't know. Ryden, get off your drone. There's one right there. Oh no, it's Sabu with a double. Oh no, ITV Academy. That is not what you wanted. Numbers advantage flips back around. And this is what I was saying. It gets good, and then right at the late round, something slips through the cracks, and suddenly it's ITB Academy. The advantage that they'd worked so hard to secure falls away from them. Drop into the basement. Akari does not know if there's one to do it, but a beautiful shot does finally shut down Sabu. And another double from Akari. Gonna have to cover this diffuser. 10 seconds left on the clock. Definitely gonna be safe to go down. It's gonna be Nix left on the long angle. Gonna have to try and push him. But for now. And it's going to be Zodiac to close it out. ITB Academy were able to get themselves round 10. Able to get themselves their first attack despite player being disconnected. And we're just going to hit a quick tech pause here. Just to wait to see if Rorik can reconnect into the lobby. Rehost, he can't reconnect. No worries at all. We will have a quick... Right, let's have a quick rehost. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in about 3 minutes with the match. Don't go anywhere.
That's just karma. Go and play the part, play the victim. Throw a pity party with your demons. Blaming everybody and you're screaming, screaming. But I'm the one bleeding. You're the one that's selfish and critical. You could take the blame. Just like I could take a match and send it up in flames. Don't say I didn't warn you. This might hurt. That's just karma. Better take that. Call it payback. Don't say I didn't warn you. Stay mad, I know you wanna. This might hurt, but that's just karma. That's just karma. Hold too hard and let it die. Better say our last goodbyes. Oh, you come back, never come back. I don't need you, I don't want that. Hold on, say I didn't want. That's just karma. That's just karma. Don't say I didn't want you. Stay mad, I know you wanna. This might hurt, but that's just karma.
Karma's got a thing for me. We hold hands, make plans, keep the receipts. Karma, she's my best friend. One step closer, here's how it ends. Karma's got a thing for me. You see, you'll be digging up 6 feet. Karma's never let me down. My smile will kill when I cut you out. It's karma. That's your voice screaming in my face. I know you gotta bark when you don't got bite. Tell me, what's that like? What's that like? Being that insecure, acting up, immature. Had enough, I'm so bored. I'm so bored.
Apologies for the quick rehost there, folks. Just had to get back into things there. And well, as you saw, ITB Academy were able to close out their attacking round there. Get the first one over the line. As well. It's going to be Toxic Monkeys rotating back up to Bedroom Gym as well. This game's looking closer and closer to overtime now. Round 11. What ITVA to win is good as your lads, but good Fred's profit. See, this is the issue I find with so much of these. As I've casted more and more of these teams, you grow to like them. You don't want to see anyone lose. If I had it my way, no one would be losing. If I had it my way, we'd all be winners. But unfortunately, it wouldn't be fun if we were all winners. This is a competition at the end of the day. Someone's going to win and someone's going to lose. And well, so far, nothing is really separating these two teams, as you can see here. A 4-round streak from the Toxic Monkeys. Or it's a 4-round streak from ITB Academy to start with, immediately swapped back by one of Toxic Monkeys, and well, things now find themselves at 5-5, one of the most entertaining rounds in Siege. Now, points don't really matter in this. There is no points, whether you do this 8-7 or whether you do this 7-0, doesn't matter as long as you get the map over line with the best of 3 in the Swiss stage. Doesn't really matter too much. Of course, one thing that will matter, however, is of course, you know, you could say it's the stamina of it. A best of 3s can be long, as I say. It's a long weekend of Siege, so the quicker you can get through these games, arguably the better, the less you're going to have to show. Of course, one thing you do want to mention is whoever wins this will get a chance at closing this game out in regulation. Whoever wins this round can shut this down before we go to overtime. Well, Nix, target practice on some bottles. Unfortunately, we will lose the scoreboard from earlier on, which will be a slight shame. But won't be able to see exactly who. But so far, especially Rorik has been popping off on the side of ITB Academy. And well, looking to continue that streak. And Sabu gets the opening pick on the round onto Raiden. Traded back by Harva, 4 versus 4. Oh, Harva's in the basement. He can start from the bottom, work his way up. Main breach has been opened in the meantime. Camera's going to be known about it. It's going to be the Ash breach round. Able to deal with it just like that, taken off the board. Fortunately, the same success isn't going to be found with a Rotero drone. Trying to deal with this mute jammer, and this player on top of Red says it's going to be Shugi. Holding a tight angle, SMG 12 in hand. 2 below, 2 above. Asphyxiating Bolt's going to force him out of position, but forces him straight into an engagement with Rorik. One mate is going to come away successful. Traded back by Zodiac, but now Zodiac's going to be unable to support his teammates in the push up the stairs. 3 versus 3 now. C4's going to go. Going to get detonate. Not going to be detonated. Not going to be able to find its mark. Kari sees the feet holes. Is able to get profit through the drone hold. And well, as numbers advantage back in the way of ITB Academy, Toxic Monkeys going to be falling back to site. Three versus 2 now, 40 seconds left on the clock. ITB Academy have committed to this eastern side push, and really Zodiac and Akari, that looks like what they're going to be committing to. However, if hard breach left in pockets, they're going to be opting to flip round to bathroom. Gets the external wall open. Internal one should be open just like that. No, mute jammer. Not going to be able to get the bathroom wall open. Nix can play off this mirror window, providing he doesn't get swung by this one from in construction. It's going to be Akari. Time's pushing away now, and suddenly ITB Academy are going to have to rush inside and explode, but it's just now Huava. Left 1 versus 2. It's good for the first. But is he going to be able to get a second? He knows he's in Logi, but all Pyro has to do is hide, and he's not going to hide. He's going to shoot back. Toxic Monkeys, round 11 goes in their favour. They get themselves an opportunity to close this one out in regulation. For ITB Academy, it's overtime or bust on the Clubhouse. Of course, this was the... Now, one thing I'd like to bring up is this was the map pick of Toxic Monkeys. Toxic Monkeys chose to go here. This was their decide. This was the map they chose to pick. ITB Academy chose Consulate. And we know they can be a pretty strong Consulate team. So, oh, this one's panning up. We could be going all the way. All the way to 3. All the way onto Chalet as a decider. But for now,
Attackers need to locate and defeat.
is that going to be the case? Well, a basement defense is going to be the last one for Toxic Monkeys to decide whether they're going to be able to be going all that way or not. We'll see. At this final defense for them goes. ITB's Academy's tax, well, they've just looked a bit shaky. Earlier in the half, a lot of the issues were, it'd be a good opening for ITB Academy. They'd very early on get a good opening, and they'd be going in sort of the final 30 seconds, minute of the round with numbers either numbers advantage or even numbers. However, it's this issue of closing rounds out for ITB Academy. They've struggled in the late rounds. You saw there, they had the advantage, but it wasn't quite...
Objective is to locate a bomb.
You could always blame it, you know, sure the early rounds looked good on the surface, but there wasn't quite enough done there. It was like that previous round. It was that bathroom wall being left at the very last second to suddenly going, oh poop, we can't get through, we can't get into bathroom. Now what? ITB Academy. And well, it's also these continued aggressive plays from Toxic Monkeys, keeping ITB Academy guessing and on their toes. Sabu here, looking to continue that. Drone slightly going to spot him out. And Rorik. Indeed it is. Rorik's going to know. Is he going to engage? Cowan Hive's going to go. Force the player off the staircase. And well, it's going to be a battle between these two, but Rorik's going to win it out. Sliver of HP left, but the Commando 552 stands strong. Suddenly, Toxic Monkeys find themselves man down. Minute into the round now, Zodiac's found his way. As I enter the bathroom, I'm going to have to use the castle to use the boogie drone to get rid of that castle barricade. Ryan's chilling out the bin. Harvard's going to be working his way from top floor down. No more players left on the top floor from Toxic Monkeys. No more players left on the first floor either. All players down now in the basement bunker down on site. But, as I say, Prophet making his way up the main stairs. His position is going to be drone, so likely going to try and fall back before he gets cut off by the vertical angle. Work on this hard breach and start from ITB Academies. That's exactly what Raiden seeks to do. Kitchen hatch. Kitchen hatch going to be opened. Boogie drones getting to work, and well, it's all flashing up ITB at the minute. ITB 8 at the minute, but the issue is these late rounds, and look, here you go. You've got 2 players on the flank here from Toxic Monkeys. Are they going to be checked or not? Are they going to know? I don't know. Prophet's leading the charge, followed not far behind by Nyx. And well, Prophet's certainly going to get caught. Nyx as well. Position's going to be known. Going to have no choice likely here but to fall down and retreat back to the objective. A good attempt at a flank there from Toxic Monkeys. Certainly has worked up till this point, but I believe they were caught out by a flank drone from ITB Academy. And well, they lose a number and they lose a lot of HP in the process. 40 seconds left, and I think he executes coming. Guava is dropped from a vertical angle, trying to drop into motor, so going to stall on that execute ever so slightly for a second. All players are up. I think we're ready to go for ITB Academy. 6 flashbangs. Here comes 1. Here comes 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6 1 still in pocket. And there it comes everything. ITB Academy exploding in sight. And it's just Pyro left. A flawless from ITB Academy. And well, overtime is now on the cards. Now, ITB Academy were chose to start on, or Toxic Monkeys rather, chose to start on the defending side for this overtime. So they theoretically, if you look at the matchup so far, defensive is stronger, so that theoretically Toxic Monkeys will be in the better position going in towards this overtime. But, as I say, we never know what can quite happen in these matchups. Both teams have looked strong so far. ITB Academy, well, they certainly look stronger towards the end of their attacks there. And if we look towards the round history quickly, I'll pull it up. Give me 2 seconds to pull it back open, pull it back up. We look towards the round history. CCTV so far, it's been defended a single time by Toxic Monkeys, and it was won out by them. That was in round 9. So we'll see how it pans out here as we go. And, well, it's getting a bit frame droppy for unknown reasons.
10 seconds left before insertion. Reloading, cover the shell. 5 seconds left.
Well, here comes the first round of overtime here. We certainly thought, going into this, I think there was a bit of chat in the game lobby, that ITB Academy, well, they certainly felt themselves to be the more confident. They are the top, you know, their 3rd seed. They're significantly higher seed, significantly better performance in the Open Qualifiers than Toxic Monkeys. But Toxic Monkeys have obviously been doing some homework since the Open Qualifiers, not happily with how narrowly they qualified, and well, it's certainly paying off. They've been putting up a really, really good fight so far. And they're definitely matching the level of aggression that we tend to see from ITB Academy. And speaking of aggression, how's that? Huava left on a sliver of HP. 1 HP in a dream. A single Tamfastic could take him out of this lobby. British folks will know exactly what I'm on about with that one. Our breach work is going to continue on Garage. Getting halls open, and ITB Academy just looking for an angle, looking for a way. Looking for a way in, and well. So far since the rehost, pretty much everyone in the lobby is pulling their weight. Putting up frags. When needed. Pyro again on a very good angle, and Huava on a sliver of HP answers back. Takes down Pyro. ITB Academy find themselves the opening pick yet again. But they've been in this situation so many times. It's another really aggressive angle. Upstairs from Nyx this time. Not going to be opting to swing it this time. Rook does drop though. Profit's position on rafters. Continually getting contested. Sabu to be forced out of hell. Forced to swing some aggressive angles in Garage. But upstairs, players are falling. Sabu's sort of stuck in a bit of a rock and hard place, but it doesn't matter. Not only does he drop Raiden, he also drops the diffuser outside of the building. A minute left, still plenty of time for ITB Academy to go and recover it. But it's certainly not in the best position, especially when they don't really seem too sure of where the players ran off to. Of course, Sabu's opted to run back up red, back upstairs. And now Toxic Monkeys, with their 3 remaining players, are looking to just hold on to this site for dear life. And of course, you have to talk about it. Huava, 1 HP. Anything could take him out of this. He'll have to play dangerous here for him to make any moves. Profit continuing to hold down rafters. Does a bit of damage onto Akari. Battle back and forth between the two. Well, Huava is able to get Profit down with the asphyxiating bolt. ITB Academy get a numbers advantage just as quickly. They lose it though. Nyx. And suddenly 15 seconds left. ITB Academy. Clock is yet again proving to be the enemy. Gonna just have to run in here and get the frags. It is going down though, so it's now going to be flipped over. Toxic Monkey's going to have to push. Zodiac's going to have to hold this position. It's good for 1. It's good for the 2nd. And ITB Academy push themselves up onto match point. Or map point, should I say, rather. Proving to be successful yet again. First time they've been able to crack that site thus far, and what a good point to do that. Zodiac complimenting the legs of his opponent. And indeed, those were some beautiful, beautiful shots. A good cross, some good team play there from ITB Academy. It looked rocky, but they were able to make that rocky situation work. They were able to come out of it on top. And well, they're now looking to defend basement. ITB Academy, we flip back to the first half of this map. Basement was played on 3 separate occasions in the first half. Definitely ITBA's primary objective of choice. And it was successful once for them. Toxic Monkeys were able to secure it 2 times, getting a plant down one of them as well. So, definitely hasn't been proven out exactly the way ITB Academy would want it to. But we often find things that have happened earlier in the game can change as we head towards overtime. And one thing I'm excited to see more, obviously for those of you that were here earlier on in the game, Rorik has been on an absolute tear with the Scopos thus far. Really enjoying seeing her in play. So hopefully we're going to get to see some more of that. And for ITB Academy, it's mostly Restly, same lineups we've been seeing all game from these two teams. Nothing too crazy out of the ordinary. Next up on the Bravo, that's definitely been bought to counteract this Scopos pick from ITVA. It's definitely been causing them problems, as I mentioned, and well, Scopos was something they sort of started to bring towards the end of their attacking half. Bravo was, sorry. And it's definitely had some impacts. It's definitely limited what Rorik has been able to get away with on the Scopos. Less of the craziness that we saw in perhaps the first few rounds of the game. Now, though, minute's almost gone already, and well, Toxic Monkeys. Jugi's made his way into Logi. Does he know about Rorik's position? Rorik's got one in front of him, one behind him. He's going to have to try and isolate these 1v1s here, and he's going to be able to isolate one. Nix, his direct counter, taken clean off the board into the round. Nice shot in chat as Rorik. He's just going to look to get away with his life here, and well, he doesn't need to make some deep, complicated run back to site, risking his life. He can just hot swap back to site. Off to Shell. Off Colossus, onto Talos, and well, he's now in the site. Chasing down and causing problems for the attacking team in dirt. Toxic Monkeys, well, you're a man down. Half the round's been burnt. Last players sort of starting to make their way into the building now. Vertical work is properly underway. The check marks are very standard. Go at things on Clubhouse. Hatches are being worked on by the Hibana. And it's looking for an opening now. That's the next phase we're heading into here. Rorik, he's still making his way further and further into dirt. However, there's not going to be anyone challenging this angle at all. And I might be thinking about a hot swap here. From one shell onto the other. Cameron Hive's going to be going in to the bottom of blue. But no, Mute Jammers continuing to cause problems for the Cameron Hives. Making it so these players can hold these positions uncontested. Still leaving a big question mark up for Toxic Monkeys. Time's ticking away now. 45 seconds. Still time to work with, but not much has been done for Toxic Monkeys in the last 45. And well, just as I say that, Pyro is able to get one onto Zodiac. Traded back by Akari. And well, suddenly it's a bit of a brawl on the site. Diffuser is going down. And it's just Prophet and Shugi left to hold. Diffuser is not successful in going down. Now it's just Shugi left. 3 versus 1. Has to hot drop the hatch. C4's going to go. And it's going to be Rorik to close it out. Good half in chat. And it's going to be ITV Academy to walk away from their opponent's map pick victorious. They're going to be walking away from this 8-6 victorious. Good for them. But for now, we're going to hop to a quick break and we will be back in 10-15 minutes with the second map of the night. It's going to be Consulate. Don't go anywhere.
It's karma. Karma's gonna think for me. We hold hands, make plans, keep the receipts. Karma, she's my best friend. One step closer, here's how it ends. Karma's gonna think for me. You'll see, you'll be digging up 6 feet. Karma's never let me down. A smile will kill when I cut you out. Snip, snip, got in your bullshit with a plot twist. Don't waste my time, I don't do toxic. I see you looking at me like she's so sweet. She's so nice, I can do what I like, right? Did I make you cry? I forgot that you're right. You know what you are, you're a baby, little baby. Now you got hurt 'cause you made me. Yeah, you know what you are, you're a baby, little baby, little baby. You only got hurt 'cause you made me bored. It's karma. It's karma. It's karma. Snip, snip. Snip, snip. Snip, snip. Snip, snip. Snip, snip. Snip, snip. I'm so bored.
Sometimes Sometimes you feel weak. The fear you carry inside wakes you up. The overplaying pattern of memory hides your true face. Take your own method, looking for the one who's trying to be perfect, yeah. You'll try to match it, don't be sad if you don't make it. You hope for wonders, living life means making blunders. It can make you shatter, you will try to fight the thunders. Trust me no matter what happens, because I will stay by your side in your heart. Whatever happens, remember that you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. Follow the light if you're not sure. Listen to your gut. The right path will come when the time is right. Take your own method, looking for the one who's trying to be perfect, yeah. You'll try to match it, don't be sad if you don't make it. You hope for wonders, living life means making blunders. It can make you shatter, you will try to fight the thunders. Trust me no matter what happens, because I will stay by your side in your heart. Whatever happens, remember that you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want.
No, don't think he ever really knew me. I have run quite a distance, so in some ways I'm truly different. In some way I kept my soul. I got time if you want me to freeze up. I'm new now, I found the flow. I'ma need you to keep up, not slowing down anymore.
What you want, don't ever call me a side. You know what I want, girl, I'm tryna make you mine. Hey, yo, excuse me, please don't confuse me. Liquid in my cup, I keep it juicy, juicy.
I used to be like that way back then. I was way back then. I had ways back then. I'm on the hip in case the obstacle. My homie Tommy always had the hook up. You
Me what you want, don't ever call me a side. You know what I want, girl, I'm tryna make you mine. Hey, yo, excuse me, please don't confuse me. Liquid in my cup, I keep it juicy, juicy.
I used to be like that way back then. I was way back then. I had ways back then. I'm on the hip in case the obstacle. My homie Tommy always had the hook up.
Oh, don't think he
don't mind a little rain on my suit. A little bit of angry makes you cute. And we've been watching this show so long, but it feels like everything that we wrote went back into the pen we used. It won't take long, even when I'm without you, when I'm without you, babe. So listen up and play along. And that's how time flies, like we on a different timeline. Tell me that you're here and feeling down for anything. Oh, I'm down for anything. It's fine line, and that we keep on walking all night. Tell me that you're here and feeling.
And would you look at that, a minute ahead of the clock. What? Good fun? Good fun? Well, it's a good thing Akari's good at Siege, because spelling, obviously, isn't the strongest of suits. Obviously, we know Akari's a phenomenal player. Now, map 2, we are in for... Toxic Monkeys, yeah. Toxic indeed, pointing out the spelling. Toxic Caster as well, obviously. And, oh, Trash Talk's coming through now. We have a lively lobby. Bans coming in through. It's going to be the Ying, yet again, for ITB Academy. What they banned out last time, I believe. Possibly. Yeah, that's what they banned out last time. And what they're going to be banning out again. Tell Ride and Behave. It's the exact same bans we've seen in the previous map for the attacking half. Now, why can I still hear OBS? Hold on. 2 seconds, folks. Interesting. OBS is still broadcasting to me. Oh, it's because I've got my own stream open. I am intelligent. Broadcaster, by the way, folks. Anyway, Azami, next ban. Now, while these remaining of these bans roll in to get started here for our second map, I just wanted to give you a quick update on all of the other matches that are going on. So I'm going to speed run through these because, well, if it wasn't obvious, there's a lot of matches going on tonight. So Mako Esports are currently 1-0 up over Diavoli. 7-1 first map went. Go Next, currently 1 up against Wild Multi Gaming. That was a 7-2. We know the result of ITB Academy. Toxic Monkeys, that was 8-6 in the favour of ITB. ITBA, M&M Academy, 7-1 against Team Moko, currently 1 map up. Project X, very quick 2-0 from them. They are actually 2-0 and eliminated, not eliminated, defeated Eco's Disguise. And it was 2 7-0s for them. As I'm trying to do 15 things at once. Lotus Knights are currently 1 map up against Bon Voyage. That was a 7-1 in favour of Lotus. Omen A are currently 1 map up against Beshtikas. However, that was an 8-7, an extremely close match. And soon 2-0 to Team Alpha, R6, and that was another double 7-0. So that's a quick update of everything going on at the minute. Now, going to give it a few seconds, and I'm going to pop the link into chat. Hopefully I get it roughly on time with the stream. But in a second, or maybe already, there's a link in chat to the bracket. You can see where everything's going. If you see the little camera icon, that means the game is being streamed. You go to Discord, type invite, blast R6, all capitals for the invite. Put you into the Discord server. You can see all the community casters being there. We have a variety of community casters going tonight in a variety of languages. I believe we've got 4 different casters tonight off the top of my head. I know there's quite a few Italian casters watching the Mako's game. I know they're very fond of their own. But for now, let's set eyes onto our game. ITB Academy 1-0 up against Toxic Monkeys. Looking to close things out here. It's best of 3 series. Toxic Monkeys, well, they're now on their opponent's map pick. They're going to need to win this one if they want to stay fighting here. As ITB Academy start on the attack. Top floor defense for Toxic Monkeys. And well, here it all comes. Cam's being flicked through. No crazy openings just yet. Of course, Clubhouse is very, very interesting open. It was very, very fast one, Clubhouse. A lot of early openers to these rounds. This time round, I'm not seeing it, at least so far. ITB Academy. You've got Zodiac working underneath. You've got a few players working over towards admin. And, well, there's an opening. It's going to be Pyro on the Scopos. Drop Zodiac. And, well, Let's see how ITB Academy will respond. No immediate trade back, but at least Rorik is eventually able to find Pyro. 4 versus 4 now. No one particularly in advantage just yet. Although this admin-sided push to well, there's no one there just yet. It's a double kill for Rorik. He takes out Sabu, pushing up the yellow stairs. Oh, he sees, and that's your first problem. You're going to be seeing the clash now, but players are hopping in elsewhere. It's going to be Rorik able to get the clash. Other players confirm the kill. Well, ITB Academy just sort of waltz on into sight there. Pick players apart. A bit disjointed from Toxic Monkeys. And well, ITB Academy get themselves the first round here on Chalet. Doing this mute Twitch for the second. Well, and it seems like things will be heading to basement for the defense this time round. They're going to be giving the basement a go. Going to be giving basement a go. Now, Deimos is something that ITB Raiden especially. He bought last time we saw ITB Academy playing Consulate. He bought a lot of Deimos. And well, welcome back Kaid. Kaid's surviving the ban phase this time. Shugi's going to be opting to bring him through. Which is always nice to see. Bit off the get off the bandit. Bring it on to something else. For now, standard looking lineup here from both rosters. Nothing too crazy going on. Certainly not seeing anything too crazy, isn't it? Just gonna hopefully got that on time with the stream. Of course, working these things on a 4-minute delay can be a bit of a challenge sometimes. Close some my opens tabs before my computer seemingly, as it seems to want to quit out on me at the minute. Not cool, computer. Please don't be doing that anytime soon, as everything sort of seems to be dying. Interestingly enough. But speaking of interestingly enough, we're in basement now. Seeing what can get cooked up here, and well, Prophet's definitely playing quite aggressive, looking to be close and definitely get someone earlier on. Not going to be successful just yet. Him and Sabu playing up says, do they know about the one atop of Spiral? Does Rorik know there's one below him? Because if not, Sabu could certainly be problematic here. No, I don't know if they do. Rorik's position is going to be red, however. Sabu moves towards Spiral, but instead of going up, decides to go back down, as all of the players' Toxic Monkeys are now downstairs in the basement, out of the way. Giving ITB Academy mostly unrestricted control of the map. Oh, but next, he's looking to possibly change that. Go upstairs and see what he can get cooking. Just a bit of a stall out here on Consulate. No one's quite making anything happen yet. Just a bit of a... We're just having a bit of a pause. Waited. Nothing's... No one's given away anything yet, but it is Sabu. He's the one playing closest and definitely could be problematic if he gets out. And I do want to check. Not identified for the Deimos yet. So if he starts gunning... Well, speaking of gunning, Rorik's gunning. Continues the success found on the first map. Currently 3-0 up. Logic Bomb's going to go, and well, it seems like the attackers might be moving towards this objective. It's going to be Pyro. Brought to a sliver of HP there by Raiden. Frag's going to go. I don't know if it's quite going to be able to finish the mark. No, not just yet. It's going to be a flank from Sabu and Prophet, it seems. Going upstairs to see if they can make anything happen. There's still a few players playing vertical, but there is one watching. It's Zodiac. He is dropped. He is traded by Sabu. But elsewhere, Pyro falls, and suddenly the defense isn't looking so strong for Toxic Monkeys. ITB Academy looking yet again to take another attacking round. Yellow Ping's come onto one player for now, so this flank could certainly work. It's just Nick's left to hold on the site on his own until his teammate can get in support. It's going down. Sabu's not sure where to aim. Nick does get one. But this flank is still on. Fuser's down now, and it's going to be forced to the defense to push, and the flank's been read into. Rorik shuts him down. Double kill for the round. Nick's left now. 1 versus 3. Vertical watched. Horizontal watch. Not a lot he can do from this position. 30 seconds left. But not going to need that. ITB Academy lock it down, and well, continuing to look really, really strong here on Consulate. You see why this was their map of choice. ITB Academy, they wanted to be here. And well, they're proving that that was a good decision in the books there. Now, Blaney, please do enlighten me if you're still in chat. I haven't really looked too deeply into the lineups of ITBA. Do ITBA have a coach? Does Kangaroo Kenny sort of give them a handout here and there? If you wouldn't mind spilling some beans, if that would be really appreciated. If you can, of course. Is there a coaching situation for ITB Academy? Obviously, I'm not sure. I don't think we've got anyone that would know the insides of Toxic Monkeys here in chat, but of course joined by the wonderful Blaney. And well, ITV Academy, they're looking good so far. They're looking good so far, and as I said, they opted to go to this map, and well, it seems like that was a good decision thus far. 2-0 up. Toxic Monkeys, they've not been able to really get too close either around here. It's been fair. I wouldn't say it's been totally lopsided, but ITV Academy have definitely been a few steps ahead of Toxic Monkeys throughout the entirety of the rounds, really. So we'll see how things progress now. Of course, it's still early days. This clash being something that's been brought a second time as a second attempt on the top floor is going to be made by Toxic Monkeys. I think this might be Pyro looking to get aggressive with that scope post again, looking to see if he can find anything extra on that shell. But see, repeating the trends that we've seen so far, nothing crazy, no silly opening picks as well. Freecam gets stuck in the wall of it, gonna get out, and well, speaking of getting out, the cafeteria wall's gonna be blown wide out. Got one outside on the window. For ITB Academy, well, they're just rolling out. Similar game plan to Paul. Get Zodiac going underneath, but this time there's a little bit of a change on the board. If you look there to the bottom left of your screen, there is an Amaru on the board. Raiden's going to be hopping in with the diffuser. Straight into sight, hopefully into the face of the defender with his shotgun. That's his goal, at least. But Clash can be quite costly to these rushers, if she's in the right position. Almost an exact layout to what we saw in round one with it's going to be Profit forced to try and stare down this admin push. The question is, ITB Academy didn't commit to it last time. Are they going to be giving it a go this time? Now, vertical work's going to be continuing, just constricting the players of Toxic Monkeys and where they can move. A lot of resources going into this as well. Seems like Huava's getting ready to push into admin. Rourke's found his way up yellow stairs now. Going to be able to creep onto the top floor. And here comes the Amaru. If Kit is going down, the question is it going to be responded? Immediately you're going to start seeing kills currently flying ITV Academy's way. And players of Toxic Monkeys, I don't think they knew about the Kit going down, being honest. Sure, the C4 goes, and there was a C4 underneath the whole time, so they did not know that Kit was going down. And suddenly things explode, but not in a good way for ITB Academy. Akari is left on the roam. It's a very strong position to hold here. But it can be a difficult one to hold when you've got so many players. Clash is likely also to be problematic. Run out's going to go, and it's going to be successful. Shugi gets it, and well, ITB Academy, I think they saw the opportunity. They decided to take it. They went 3, 2, 1, go. However, just at the last second, it wasn't quite enough. And Toxic Monkeys get themselves their first round on the board. Full site rotation, however, on Seam Through, and of course, that is actually going to be... It's not actually, my bad. Not going to be the full site rotation. Seam Through, I'm just used to seeing that off the round count. Toxic Monkeys going to be giving basement a second go. They were able to win the meeting office on their second attempt. Will they be able to find a similar tail on their basement? Of course, for them, they're going to be looking to see that. They're going to be wanting that basement. Bit of a different lineup this time. Could we see the Oryx brought out first time? And well, there's a lot of hatches. There's a lot of verticality to be played here on Consulate, so I could certainly see the value behind it. And of course, Bandit could be bought instead of Kaid this time. ITB Academy doesn't look like a massive amount is changing in the operator lineup here. Nothing too beyond the standard, but then it's been working for them thus far. That last round, no coach though. They have an analyst though called Lucan. Thank you very much, Blaney. Glad to know they've got sports staff behind the scenes going with them. Well, yeah, add that one to the notebook. Keep that one in future reference. TXM's coach is playing 2 to the lodge. Okay. Thank you very much. So, Toxic Monkeys may be playing here with a sub. Literally, that is information keeping worthwhile. And this also may be a perk of playing in this Swiss format. Unlike so far in the Open Qualifiers where you're eliminated, you're brought out for the weekend, you don't tend to you won't suffer that same fate here in Swiss stage. You can afford a few losses before you are eliminated from the competition, eliminated from the running. So it's not all doom and gloom here for Toxic Monkeys if they do fall here. So thank you very much for that information. Yeah, much appreciated. And well, speaking of appreciated, Zodiac will not be appreciating those bullets, and nor will Sabu, taking a lot of damage trying to retreat there from that initial engagement. He's going to be falling away worse off for wear. Well, another crazy start. You saw earlier on in the round there, it's going to be riding on the Deimos, hunting down that Oryx. Not able to find any success with the kill. Main breach on Garage is going to get open, and well, as I said, Raiden wasn't able to find any success. He does find success. Profit shut down. And ITB Academy find themselves in a numbers advantage. Raiden watching the flank here with the 44 Vendetta. And well, Nix takes out Huava. Sliver of HP left in the process, though. And that's 2 players now for Toxic Monkeys left below HP as we move towards the end of this round. Sabu's thinking of going for a bit of a flank. Going to be moving up Spiral. I don't think there's anyone watching it anymore, so he should be able to get up there safely. The question is, can he get up there and make an impact safely? Jugi. Oh. Also managed to creep his way upstairs. Saw 1. But the issue is you're leaving only 2 players on site. And any second now, here's going to come the flank. Jugi's making a lot of noise, lightly trying to make the move, say, get a bit careless, walk into Sabu, but Logic Bomb's going to give his position away. He's going to have to fall back for the time being. 45 seconds left now. ITB Academy looking ready to go for a bit of a plant here. Both smokes are going to be going in. Only one left in the pocket of Rorik. Was that just a attempt to try and bait out some C4s? Maybe it was. Sabu gets one, but Hicks gets dropped. ITB Academy in the numbers advantage, and yet again a diffuser going down. Sabu's going to be opting to go for the revive, but then that does mean diffuser is going to be able to slip on down for ITB. A very difficult one to hold here. It's going to be the focus on this top floor. Shugi needs to win this gunfight against this next 2, but that's the issue. It's 2, and well, that's 2 for Rorik. Iris left downstairs. One watching the horizontal angle from outside the breach. One watching the vertical with death mark on his head, and well, Akari is the one to claim the bounty. Shuts him out, and ITB Academy continue a good streak here on that basement site on Consulate. Toxic Bucky's still going to be trying something different now. There's still one more round before they can go back to meeting office, which was their last successful site. So they're going to be opting to go to Expo Piano this time. First floor site we have here on Consulate. Not going to be opting to bring out the very interesting site that is spread across 2 floors. That is the wrong button. We can have a look here as well at the scoreboard here. Rorik continuing to absolutely go nuclear. We saw it in the previous game. Rorik was having an absolute field day for himself. 7-1 here so far across 4 rounds. Pretty good. Pretty good going. Toxic Monkeys, all bar Nix, are negative on the team so far. They've been really struggling here on the Consulate defense. ITV Academy have definitely done their homework here, and this continues to be an area of strength for them. This is a map they bring quite often, and very often it is a map when they do bring it, they tend to win it. They're very good on Consulate. Give them that. Well,
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
very sad line up here. No crazy spawn peaks, and this is something that I think I haven't seen so much. Toxic Monkeys in the previous match on Clubhouse, they were very, very aggressive. They were playing very aggressive early on. And well, they're not doing the same so much here. Sure, you've got this close angle here from Pyro, who might just be defying what I've said, but his position's going to be known, so he's going to fall right back into sight. There's none of these crazy run-outs. Sure, Consulate doesn't hold itself quite so well to these sort of crazy long run-outs and angles, but there's definitely not so much of the same aggression that we did see on Clubhouse here. And ITV Academy are more than happy to walk away with that. Often getting decent amounts of map control earlier on into these rounds. And as well, often able to find themselves an early pick just where these solo roamers are not supported. Because you see here, Sabu downstairs in the basement on his lonesome. He has to play careful here because he will have this issue of he won't be able to get away with his life. Here comes the death mark track. And you can see ITB Academy. They know he's a sole player down there. So they know he's going to have to be the one to hold. You got players above, players on the side. You do see Shugi trying to make his way downstairs to support, but someone's going to be holding that yellow stairs angle, and it's not going to be able to get there in time. Shugi's now got a choice. He could either try and contest that basement, or he's instead just going to hold the yellow stairs. And that's the issue. It's a repeat for Toxic Monkeys. You lose a player deep roam early on, just unable to be supported by the teammates. Sure, Rourke is brought down to a sliver of HP there. Any gun other than the UMP-45 he was facing, and he probably wouldn't have been successful. Well, second Deathmark Tracker's gonna go. But Smoke, who's made his way up to the top floor, ITB Academy. Well, they need to get moving. They've been able to secure the basement thus far, but they need to get a move on this top floor. Need to be able to get some more openings. Zodiac's going to give his position away by firing onto that goo mine. Well, it's a beautiful yellow ping and a double for Auric. Pyro's taken out, and well, Logic Bomb's going to go. Yet another Deathmark going to go confirm the position of Shugi taken down by Zodiac. Good bit of teamwork there. Confirm position. Diffuser's going down, and well, Toxic Monkeys are falling apart. Nix is trying to run downstairs. And they're now the last one standing, 1 versus 5. And it's looking like it could be a flawless one here for ITB Academy. Got the shotgun, but he's got 16 HP. He's got defenders all over. This one's looking unlikely, and it's a flawless for ITB Academy. Not a good sight at all there for Toxic Monkeys. And well, the lead goes further on into the favour of ITB Academy. And yet again, a plant. That is the second one we've seen so far all game. ITB Academy doing a really good job to get into these sites, get the plants going. And well, they're going to be trying this Amaru strategy again. It did work. They were able to successfully get the diffuser down last time. I think it's where they saw the opportunity and pulled the trigger on it slightly too early before there was sufficient number of teammates in position to be able to support it. So, unlikely that we're going to see quite the same early go at it play out, but it's very likely to be a similar... It's likely to be a similar overall strategy. Get some map control, especially towards that admin side. Cut a player out on the southern windows, cut off the flanks, and then you can open up the building. That's going to be the plan here for ITB Academy, most likely. Toxic Monkeys were able to stave it off last time, even though they didn't realise the diffuser was coming down, and they had a C4 actually prime there last time. They didn't rip it till like after the diffuser had gone down. But by the time they'd realised that they didn't realise the plant completely slipped under their nose. But for now, we'll see where ITB Academy can get going. A lot of success so far in this day, Mark. Rorik continuing to be the star of the show, the star of the night. 9-1 on this map thus far. First frag grenade is going to be going in. Likely going to be taken out of Banshee. Don't know if it's going to get much more than that. And well, and one thing that ITB Academy are very common at and very good at doing is when they're feeling confident, they always keep up a good level of pace. In ITB Academy, as I said earlier on, they're a very aggressive team consistently. They're good at consistently being aggressive. But their aggression when they're not winning is is what a lot of teams have when they are winning. ITB Academy, when they are winning, they can be quite quick sometimes. It can be quick and they can be confident, and sometimes it can shake teams, especially when, you know, you're sitting here 4-1 down at the minute. But then this is the exact pattern we saw on Clubhouse, and that ended up going all the way to OT. So sure, things might not look too close right now, but they may tighten up a little bit. But then you'd be relying on it being an attacker-sided consulate because, well, you'd expect it to be the defense winning away with things, and as it stands, that's not been the case. ITB Academy being very, very successful on the attacks. Someone's going to be going in there, as you can see. But he's going to get shot out. ITB Academy just stalling out. No entries just yet in the round. Getting ready to send riding in. It's going to be Akari watching. Here it goes. Fuser's going to be going in. Shugi's going to fall. And in the clash, going to be trying to stop the kit going down. But no. Right off the kit, Kari confirms the kill. And sure, it's 3 versus 3. The kit might have to be aborted. They know there's a player below. And, well, Nyx is able to do, not from below, but with a good C4. There's 2 players below now for the side of Toxic Monkeys. That rush had to be aborted there. It didn't quite work out for ITBA. And now, They find themselves 1 versus 3. It's Huava left on his lonesome. Knows where the first player is able to bring him down to a sliver of HP with the AK-12. But now the call's been made that he's upstairs, odds are the other 2 players from Toxic Monkeys, they've now made their way back up as well. Support their teammates. And Huava, 30 seconds left. He knows there's one playing tight on his left. He's going to get one. He's got to pre-fire this second. He is able to get it. Could possibly get the third here. 20 seconds left on the clock now. Going to throw the drone. Try and bait out the swing, but no. So, Zabu's going to hold his nerve. Sees the one. Going for the kit. Oh, ever so narrowly missed it there. Huava's likely to hit this sprint. He's able to get away with it. A 1 versus 3 for ITV Academy. And from Huava, it's a beautiful isolation of engagements from him there. And well, just when you thought it was lost, ITV Academy, they storm on and get themselves a 5-1 half. Beautiful, beautiful plays there from Huava. Able to isolate the 1v1s from the 3 players remaining. Pick them out. Use the drone to try and bait out. Well played from Huava there. Great clutch, a great mental booster for ITV Academy as they move on to their defensive side. 2 rounds away from match and series point. Toxic Monkeys, well, unless they have a flawless half, their best bet is overtime. They need Toxic Monkeys, if they want to win this in regulation, they're going to need a flawless half from this point on. It's a daunting task, especially against a team that look as good as ITV Academy have so far in this match. Well, Sentry's going to be bought. One of the recruits who let's say the recruit who we don't see as much as Striker, but still certainly bring valuable utility to the board. Deployable shield and barbed wire being brought into this case. And well, what more can you say? ITVA, all guns are popping off at the minute. Rorik's in double digits within 6 rounds. It's looking good for them. So 4-1 down on defense side. Jesus, indeed. It's not a pretty picture for Toxic Monkeys here. So far, they're gonna have to work some magic to be able to close things out. But ITV just look near unbreakable on their defenses. Then their attacks there, sorry. And they're looking to continue that on their defenses as well. Neither team going to be going for anything too early, too crazy. May know about that's actually going to be the Striker. Playing close to this vending machine position here behind the reception desk. You can see as well, EMRs are going to be singing. You can hear those things coming a mile away. 1 below, 1 above on the skylight of Spiral. Well, first Rotero is going to be going in. He's going to be caught out by the mute jammer. Not going to be detonated just quite yet. Well, so far we look at the operator cards. Profit, made his way down into the basement. Rest of the players, Toxic Monkey, still outside the building, still looking to where to make that entry. Shock drone taken down off the board, but whittling away the utility here. Toxic Monkey still got 6 drones online, plus whatever the Twitch and the Flores can bring. There's still a decent amount of intel there, and well, intel might not be needed. Profit just lets Rorik get away with a sliver of HP there. 3 HP. Flank was going to be attempted, but immediately denied out by the logic bomb push. And well, do they know that Rorik's made his way into vending? As the Ash, it's Profit pushing up Spiral instead. Let him get away before, but will Rorik go unchecked here? If Profit walks into the line of sights here, and no, Rorik is going to confirm the kill. 4 versus 2 now. ITV Academy looking good in their primary site here, and well, 50 seconds left for the attacking team to make something happen here. They're currently split on their approach. Still got barbed wire and plenty of utility to be dealing with. Smokes in pocket. Final logic bomb has gone. And it has finally passed us through in this round. They're going to have to make these DMRs work. Here, Nyx and Shugi, currently the best performing 2. Well, Nyx especially the best performing player on Toxic Monkeys. Definitely has the power to make this happen, but it's a trade. And ITV Academy, of course, find themselves in the driving seat for Rorik. Rorik finishes it off with a headshot from the pistol. And well, ITV Academy moved themselves up onto match and series point. And this is the issue now if you're Toxic Monkeys. match and series point facing you down. And it's not just going to be one of them, it's going to be 5 of them. Toxic Monkeys, it's overtime or bust. ITB Academy? Well, you've got 5 match points to play with here. You've got 5 match points to play with here. You win on Consulate, you can rest easy for tonight. You know you've done well. Basement's going to be opted as our choice for round number 8. And let's get into things, see how it fares. What started off as a really, really close series, it's sort of just dwindling away here so far. At least the tail on Consulate. With ITBA just stealing the show, stealing the spotlight. A beautiful 1 versus 3 from Huava. On round number 6.
10 seconds left before insertion.
And then it's going to be ITB Academy. Well, they're looking good.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Of course, the lobby is never done until it's done, and that's the thing to keep in mind here. Anything can happen in Siege. Sure, it might look dire, and majority of the time, if it looks dire, it's going to stay that way. But anything can happen, and well, we're early on yet. There's nothing crazy. There's nothing to say Toxic Monkeys can't bring this one back to an overtime victory. And well, first case, it's going to be getting rid of this roamer. It's going to be Rorik upstairs on the roam on his loans. Of course, we've seen how effective this Scopos has been for him. Thus far, he's able to get 1, and will he hear? He's going to get his 1, and he's going to be immediately out of there, opting to swap out. Left mark, hunting for the Legion. He's able to take out the shell, but then that's the beauty of the Scopos. Rorik was able to get his 1, get his team at an opening into the round there, and get away with his life with very relatively little difficulty. Kill number 14 for him in this game as Toxic Monkeys secure the top floor, but at the cost of one of those vertical operators. Elsewhere, it's going to be Shugi to get 1, and it's going to be Profit as well. A double for Shugi, and suddenly, when ITBA looked like they were about to win this round, looked in the driver's seat for it, it suddenly flipped back around. 3 kills quickly from Toxic Monkeys, and suddenly, ITB Academy find themselves in a bit of a pickle. It's Kari and Rorik. C4 goes, not able to connect. F mark goes, plenty of utility. Still got 3 pings on the Jackal and one of those Death Mark trackers as well to be able to try and isolate. So, Toxic Monkeys able to get the front breach open now. There you are. Rorik's going to be going for the flank. It's going to be Akari left to hold down side, but with position repeatedly being marked by the Inox, it's going to be difficult for him to get away with this, but he does get away with 1 at the minimum. Nyx falls. Do they know about Rorik on the flank? Sound is masked right now. It's a perfect cue for Rorik to sneak in there and try and get one of his own. Caught looking the wrong way. Shugi falls, Profit falls, and suddenly, from the depths of hell, ITBA getting themselves back in the numbers advantage for this round. Toxic Monkeys left now. For what was a 4 versus 2, now into a 1 versus 2 for Pyro. He's going to have to make some magic happen if he wants to keep his team alive in this series. But there's a mirror window facing him down. And it's going to be the swing from Akari. GG's in chat. And ITB Academy walk away the victory tonight. A dominant Consulate from a very, very close clubhouse. Fair play to Toxic Monkeys. It was a very, very good attempt from them. However, it was ITB Academy at the end of the day who come out on top. GG, well played. GG's in chat from all the teams. And well, there's your final look at the scoreboard tonight. Let's flip to the camera and have a talk of how that one went down. It is dark in here. And no, not biased caster. No, not talking about that. But no, in all seriousness, really well played from Toxic Monkeys. They did a great job tonight at pushing it, especially there on Clubhouse, ITB Academy. Certainly were pushed to their limits, but on Consulate, ITB Academy's map of choice. Unfortunately, it wasn't their day. So, instead, what we're going to do is we are going to just have a quick chit chat and a bit check of how all the games are going. So, most of the games so far have concluded. I don't believe we're going to be seeing any 3 mappers tonight. As it stands, the only one currently still live is Beshtikas and Omen A. And so, as it stands, Mako won 2-0. Their game, Go Next won their name 2-0. Their game 2-0. ITB Academy won theirs 2-0. Eminem won theirs 2-0. Project X won theirs 2-0. Lotus Knights won theirs 2-0. Omane, Bestricus is still undergoing, and soon 2-0 Team Alpha. So fairly one-sided affair for a lot of things tonight. Nothing totally surprising just yet. So far, it seems like the top-seeded teams have been coming out on top of the games they've been going into. Of course, things will only get harder from here. In Swiss stage, you play your winners. So ITB Academy, they're going to be going up against tomorrow. They'll be going up against one of the other teams who are also one up in the competition as things stand. All of the teams who lost tonight's game, so in this case, let's say Toxic Monkeys, they'll be going up against teams that have also lost 1-0. So everyone, you're playing teams that are in the same boat as you. Of course, Swiss stage, it's going to be 2 losses and you're eliminated. So for ITB Academy, they're 1 win out of 3. You need 3 wins to qualify through to the next stage of playoffs for the major qualifiers. You need 3 wins. So ITB Academy, they're a third of the way there. You've got 2 lifelines. Team Toxic Monkeys, unfortunately, they're going to walk away from tonight empty-handed, and one of their lifelines is gone. Another loss here in the Open Qualifiers, or the Swiss stage of the qualifiers, should I say? Sorry, and they will be eliminated from the competition. So that is the stakes. Of course, that will be all of the games for tonight. It's just the one tonight. 2 more games will be played tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure whether I will be available, so please do go join the Discord, discord.gg/Blastar6. Links up in chat. I'll put it in again when we get to that part of the stream. And so I won't be sure if I will be live tomorrow. I definitely will not be around Sunday, unfortunately. Like Sundays, rip. So for sure, keep an eye on the Discord. That's where you'll know whether there's going to be any co-streamers or not. So, time being, I'm going to sign off for now. GG's, congratulations to ITB Academy, commiserations to Toxic Monkeys, and hopefully we'll be seeing a lot of you tomorrow for the second stage of qualifiers. If you have any teams you want to cast, let me know now. Let me know in chat if there's anyone here. Otherwise, we'll likely be following ITBA again, because at least the highest caster on the planet says so. Anyway, pleasure as always. Thank you very much to Blast admin teams, of course. Thank you very much to the players and the teams, and most importantly to all of you in chat for being here. Catch you all later. Have a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye-bye.
Make a mess inside this booth. You're taking me to places old and new, sweet as some